New Fortnite setting blocks confrontational emotes. This is so ridiculous, dude. You know, I always say, like, giving gamers options is a good thing. You know, the more options the developers can give to gamers is the better way to address things. But man, this kind of stuff is like, you know what they're doing here? They're confrontational emotes. That's what they're calling this. They're trolley emotes is what they are, right? It's like, so if somebody kills somebody else in the game and they can go run and throw an emote on them and like dance, it's basically like the same thing as like teabagging, you know? You're giving them the what for a little bit in the game. It's some nice competitive trolling, yeah. But we've come across this, what feels like to me. Look, I understand that there's a fine line between, you know, what trolling is and people getting real toxic in games, right? But there's nothing wrong with a little bit of some competitive trolling. People that get toxic, that's unnecessary. It's you know, absolutely something that, because when people get toxic, they start doing things like discriminating against other people for certain demographics of people, and using hate speech and self-harm speech and stuff like that, and that is just never going to be acceptable, right? So obviously I understand that there's a fine line there, but this comes off to me like people just being too soft. Like, if you can't handle, this is my thought process here. If you are so easily triggered, if you are so soft that when you play a competitive game like Fortnite and you die and somebody comes over and dances on you, you know what I'm saying? And trolls you a little bit, that it triggers you to the point of rage, you don't need to be playing video games. You need to be seeing a therapist. You know what I mean? Like, that's where this comes off to me. Yeah, I know, dude. Yeah, because I mean, I've played a toxic game for a long time too. In Rocket League. Rocket League is a toxic ass game. There's a lot of toxic people in that game, and you know, it's weird to see people be that way, you know. And Call of Duty is notorious. It has been forever for toxicity. Yeah, so I can only imagine. I quit playing Call of Duty a while back, but I understand it, right? And in competitive games, it gets really weird, and it's like people need to just get some thicker skin, dude. If something like that in a video game is going to trigger you out that bad, dude, you've got bigger issues. You know, I mean, and so now here we are with like Epic implementing a Fortnite setting to try and prevent people from even being able to see the emotes, so that they don't have to deal with getting trolled a little bit in the game. Jesus Christ, dude. Like, oh yeah, reject. Yeah. yeah, it's always funny to me too, you know, because I always just played it for fun, you know. And there are these other people in the game, man. They trip out. They act like it's their life or something, you know. And they'll be in like diamond rank or something, you know. It's like, brother, you're not flipping, you're not crushing in the game, you know. You're not making a living off of this, you know. They start tripping out, and then they'll, you know, what's funny is they'll make like 3 or 4 bad plays in a row, or they'll miss, and then if you have like one miss or something, you know, then they start trying to troll you, and it's like, dog, we can go back and look at the replay if you want. You know, you had like 4 or 5 misses before me, and you're gonna try and blame all this on me. Like, give me a break. People are just wild, dog. That's the thing that kills me. It's that people never want to take, like, there's some cool people in like Rocket League, like for example, and there will be some cool people in Call of Duty, but there are a lot of toxic too, and a lot of times people don't want to take like responsibility for making a mistake, you know. Dude, I'll always, if I play a Rocket League match and I make a mistake, dude, I'll always like auto, because there's auto text options in the game. I'll always be like, my bad. You know what I mean? I'll admit a mistake. You know, I'll admit a mistake. I don't care. You know, it's like, Jesus, I'm sorry. You know, but there's a lot of people. They want you to acknowledge their good plays, and they will never admit to making a mistake in the game either. You know, it's funny. It's hilarious, actually. You'll come across people like that in the game all the time. And if you don't acknowledge, you know what I mean, after they haven't said my bad on like 5 mistakes, and then you don't acknowledge when they score a goal or something, they'll get toxic, dude. It's really wild, man. Yeah, true. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, I mean, I think that's the thing, though. It's like, why are people like that, you know? Why do people need to be like that? That's the thing that I'm getting at, is it ruins the experience for other people. And just like you're talking about, that's exactly what I was trying to get at, you know? There's no need for the toxicity. A little bit of some, like, trolliness is okay. I do think that's, you know, it adds to the competitive nature of the gameplay in these competitive games we play, right? You want it to be a little bit, you know, intense. Get it a little bit sweaty. You know, if I'm in a good firefight and somebody gets the better of me, you know, does it feel good to get trolled? No, but they got me. And, you know, if they want to come emote on me or whatever, they won the right to do that. What that should do for people is to prompt you to get better so that you can do that to other people, not make you a toxic little asshole, you know? So there's a big difference, right? There's a big difference. And it's just funny to me that there are so many people that can't even handle something like this. It sends them off an edge immediately, when all it is a little bit of competitive banter, really. That's all it is. And they can't handle it, and they just start raging out. They get super triggered, and we all have dealt with it. It's insane. There's no reason why. And again, I think the people that can't handle this kind of stuff don't need to be playing video games. These are the people that can't handle this stuff, the people that need to be blocking confrontational emotes, need to probably be in therapy. Epic has revealed an all-new setting making its way to Fortnite, allow users to effectively block what's being dubbed as confrontational emotes, such as take the L and laugh it up. Once triggered, the new setting will mask these emotes, and users with C confrontational emotes switched off will just see their opponents standing still, making no sound as they parade around unleashing one of these malicious emotes. Come on, man, malicious. Is this too soft? Absolutely. When Epic broke the news about the setting change on Twitter, the community ripped into the update, accusing Fortnite of becoming too soft. In total, 4 emotes will be blocked by this new setting. Take the L, laugh it up, whip crack, make it plain tame. It was noted this won't stop players from doing the emotes. It'll only stop certain players from seeing the emote. This is all to combat slightly toxic behavior that sees players launch into one of these emotes after killing an enemy, often doing the emote over their lifeless body or while they're knocked. See, I don't see that as being toxic. This adds to the competitive nature of the gameplay, man. You know, it's the people that can't handle this that get into the toxicity. They're the ones that they try to retaliate, right? They get upset and they rage out. This is, you know, this is ridiculous. Do you think this is a soft move from Epic? Absolutely. Do you agree that it's a good thing that'll help young players stay calm when their opponents try to get a rise out of them in game? No. This is not teaching them how to remain calm amidst getting wrecked in a game. This is not teaching them how to deal with adversity. People have to learn how to get thicker skin by dealing with this kind of stuff. You have to learn how to deal with it without crossing that line of toxicity. What needs to happen is that people that cross the line into a realm of toxicity with doing things like engaging in, hate speech or self-harm talk or whatever else, there needs to be better ways of banning those people out of the games. Get thicker skin. Learn how to compete at a higher level. These are competitive games. You have to learn how to take, it comes with the territory, man. A little bit of competitive banter and competitive trolling is part of this. People take it too far. That's the problem. They can't handle a little bit of it. There are a lot of people that can't handle it. So they get into this whole, mindset of, oh my God, you killed me, and then you danced on my body, and then they rage out. They get super triggered because they can't handle it, and they're the ones. So this isn't teaching them how to address this situation in an appropriate manner. It's not teaching them how to deal with this. It's taking it away entirely. So, this is not a good thing. This is for soft-ass gamers, and it doesn't teach them anything. Bunch of babies. You're absolutely right, True.